So she wants new potatoes for dinner. So let's give her some new potatoes. When you grow new potatoes in buckets like this, I don't mind if I miss a few of the tiddlers, because they're only going to be used for potatoes again, so it's not the end of the world. You don't get volunteers. Well, you do get volunteers, but it doesn't matter. Right, that's a soggy old seed potato there, so that can go in the bin. I've also got to take cauliflower, new potatoes, cauliflower and ham for dinner. I've been reliably informed. This bucket's going to get used straight away again. I'm going to put some chard in it. That's the plan anyway. And all I'll do is stick a bit of bloodfish and bone in the top few inches. So what I'm doing now is just peeling off the compost little by little, and anyone who's watched me before knows that the way I grow these, I put some very mature manure in the bottom of this pot, in the bottom 6 inches actually, 5 or 6 inches worth, and that's going to stay in there till the end of the year. When I finish with whatever crops in them now, and I reverse the process, I tip this soil out and separate the very old mature manure now, and that gets mixed with it, so that I start the process all over again. And it's worked very well for me in the past, so I'm going to continue with it. What have I learnt from this year growing them? I probably started them a little bit too early, probably a couple of weeks too early. So next year I'm going to make a note of that and sow them that couple of weeks later. See the chitted potatoes, that is. The trouble is, it's that time of year when everybody's posting what they're doing, what they're planting, etc. And it's you get caught up in it. Even now at my daft old age, still get excited by it and what a crack on. Well, that's my excuse anyway. So when I reach this manure layer, it's quite easy to recognise it. It's just a different consistency. It's a stone. It's a stone that can come out into my rubbish bag. think I'm almost there now. Feel it. That's the old manure, and you can see it's pretty well rotted into nice compost. So that, I'm going to call that quits. It's not perfect crop, but it'll do for us for this evening's meal. Right, I'm going to stop it there. Pause it there, I should say. Okay. Okay, that's most of the compost put back into the bucket. And now I'm going to add some bloodfish and bone in the top. Not a huge amount, just enough. About 3 tablespoons full. And I'll throw that in the top few inches. The only problem I find being an older person is that this, all of this bending down doing this, I could do with doing this at my right height, is quite painful. But you know, c'est la vie. The good thing about all this bending, twisting and whatever you do, it keeps you moving, and that's a really good thing. Someone who's a bit older, because it's quite easy to stiffen up. About 10 years ago I stopped gardening because I thought I was past it, because I was digging and stuff like that. Now, I quickly found that my body started to sort of seize up, and I did try no dig then. At that time I was in Sweden, had my garden in Sweden, and we had pigs and sheep, and I let the pigs do the digging for me, because we had an electric fence and it was quite easy to allow them to dig where you wanted to. And I've tried the no dig method just on one bed, but it didn't work very well because I didn't know really, although I'd heard about it for quite a while. I wasn't really clued up on it, and it's only later that I did get clued up on it and found it works, and I'm happy that I can now garden again because of it. Right, I'm going to get this top layer on. I've just got to find some more gloves. I'll bring it to the top again probably, and I'll plant some chard in there, so I'll just pause it. Right, so that's now ready to plant this. I'm going to plant 3 of these in here. As I've already said in the past, I'm not really too sure about chard. I've never grown it before, so I know it can grow quite large apparently, and that's fine also, because I don't mind smaller leaves. And this might crowd it out, I'm not sure, but well, let's see what comes of it, shall we? Nice root system on that. I think it'd be better with just my hand, to be honest. using that. Yeah, that's lovely. Oh, I don't think I need the label anymore. I know what that is. Oh, do I? Because I'm going to put it right next to the beetroot, and they're so similar. Then I'll just water them in. Okay. Now they're very hard part for me, and that's lifting them out and over to the position where they're going to go. So I'll pause it there so you don't see me struggle. So we've got the beetroot and chard. So I'm just watering these, giving these a bit of a water. It's a bit pathetic now, this one. I think I need a bigger rose. Let me get that sorted. Yeah, this bad boy should do it. That's much better. While I'm here. So what else did I want? She wants to go with it. Cauliflower and carrots. So let me... potatoes, I'll give those a quick wash as well before I go. I'll take these to the prep station. Just an initial cleaning for stuff. Rainwater in there. And that'll be trying to do everything one-handed, clean enough for taking home before they're washed again. Take those out. Leave them on there to just drain off. Right, what was I doing? Carrots and cauliflower. Hope the cauliflower hasn't blown. The last one had just started to go, but we'll see what this one brings. I'd clipped it up over the leaves. It's probably, oh yeah, it's starting to go, so I'll get that cut. Oh, so is that one. That one not yet. Oh, and that one as well. I need to cut 3 of them, 4 of them. Good grief. Take these 4 home and get them sorted. Still be able to use them, but not ideal. Okay, not ideal, but I'm glad I got them today because these can all be used. What we don't use for this evening's meal will be processed and go into the freezer. And lots of compost. Yep, so I'll just pull the rest of the carrots out of this tub. Now I've got to try and think of what I'm going to grow in here. Any ideas? Of course, I usually have all my tubs and things, put manure in the bottom, but of course for carrots you don't do that because it'd make them all fork and go horrible. So this compost will be getting a good dose of blood, fish and bone before I put anything in it, really. So there we have it, the making of tonight's tea. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. fancy power tools around here. The old-fashioned Whittling. It's slow, but it works. Slowly catching up. So you can see the high spots where you need to go. Just insert the head, give it a little twist, and all the rusty bits come off on the wood and the high points, so you know where to whittle. Millimetre by millimetre. That's taken me about half an hour so far. I could take it home and just buzz it round with something, but where's the fun in that? Just got to keep this knife sharp. Let's turn this off. For anybody who's unsure what clubroot looks like on your brassicas, you can see down here, can you see the swollen root at the base? Now I've just pulled one up to show you, and this is the horrible sight that you see with clubroot. And you can see it's why I have such difficulty in growing brassicas. I still do get a crop, but it's nowhere near what it should be. Anyway, enough of my moaning. And these three nasties are going to go down to, going to take home and put in my bin.